The International Space Station is dying, and NASA is working hard to find a replacement for the legendary orbital lab. However, this has proven to be a challenging task as the agency struggles to find a design that balances practicality and innovation. Can private companies step up and provide a suitable alternative? Let's find out. All things eventually reach their conclusion, including the international project that has united Russia, the US, Canada, Japan, and Europe in maintaining the manned space laboratory known as the International Space Station, or ISS, in orbit since 1998. The ISS has been continuously occupied by astronauts since the year 2000. However, this historic era of space exploration is set to end no later than 2030. NASA has faced quite a challenge in showcasing the value of the $100 billion space lab. While a good amount of research has been carried out, helping us learn more about keeping people in weightless conditions for extended periods, major groundbreaking discoveries have been somewhat scarce. However, things took an interesting turn in 2021 when NASA introduced the CLD program, short for Commercial Low Earth Orbit Destinations. This was like a contest where different companies could share their blueprints for a brand new space lab. But before getting into those innovative designs, let's first talk about space stations and why they are so challenging to construct in the first place. First off, you require a powerful rocket to launch this enormous structure, often made up of multiple modules, into space. Once there, these modules must be skillfully connected. But that's not all. The station needs a few vital components. Solar panels are a must for generating electricity, and radiators are needed to release excess heat out into space. Even a rocket engine is installed to help the station adjust its path. This might sound odd, but even though a space station might hover a few hundred miles above Earth, the faint atmosphere up there creates a slight slowing effect. Without a periodic push, the station would eventually fall back on our planet's surface. Moreover, a space station needs to have one or more spots where spaceships can attach, like docking ports. The astronauts inhabiting the station also require a life support system. This system ensures they have a fresh supply of oxygen, it captures the CO2 they breathe out, recycles water for their use, and properly disposes of waste. Additionally, it's crucial to shield them from harmful bursts of radiation and the potential impact of tiny meteoroids or space debris. However, what's most vital for these new commercial space stations is generating revenue. They need customers who are willing to pay, whether these customers are scientists conducting research or adventurous space tourists seeking a unique experience. This is because the majority of the expenses won't be covered by NASA or taxpayer money. Even with all the challenges and requirements, there are numerous ambitious builders who believe that they have what it takes to construct a space station of the future. As many threw their names in the hat, NASA had the unenviable task of awarding grants to the most realistic ideas. While only 3 companies received a grant, 6 other equally innovative and ambitious contenders continued to refine their designs. In this video, we'll present all 9 of them. So sit back, click that subscribe button below the video, and marvel at these visionary ideas. One of the most innovative designs among the 3 winners comes from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his rocket company Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos, who has a keen interest in space exploration, finds joy in aerospace journeys and has a penchant for taking on grand and captivating endeavors. With Blue Origin, he intends to create something remarkable: the Orbital Reef Space Station. And it's not like he doesn't have the money to do it. The Orbital Reef Station boasts generously sized windows that offer breathtaking views. And from the videos, its interior appears sleek and pristine in snowy white tones. The station's design involves a substantial beam structure with 6 modules extending out perpendicularly. This innovative establishment aims to accommodate a diverse array of individuals: scientists, corporations, media representatives, and even tourists. It presents a unique blend of a business park, laboratory, and luxurious resort, all situated in space. For those seeking an even more extraordinary experience, there's the option to embark on a spacewalk using the single-person spacecraft, which can be likened to a fusion between a spacesuit and a capsule. The envisioned timeline includes completing a foundational setup by 2030, occupying a space of 830 cubic meters, slightly smaller than the existing ISS. Following this initial stage, plans involve continuous expansion. To get this ambitious project off the ground, Blue Origin's reusable New Glenn rocket will be utilized to launch the individual modules of the space station. The assembly process will require numerous flights, forming an intricate puzzle of parts among the stars. The Grumman Corporation, known for its historic role in constructing the Apollo lunar landers, has a strong track record in aerospace. Therefore, it's hardly unexpected that they secured one of the grants. Having acquired both the jet fighter manufacturer Northrop and the rocket and spacecraft creator Orbital, the present-day Northrop Grumman possesses impressive credentials when it comes to constructing space-related projects. In alignment with their expertise, the company has set its sights on building a space station, a goal that seems fitting given their remarkable background. Northrop has an impressive history, having previously crafted 18 Cygnus space freighters responsible for delivering essential supplies to the ISS. Furthermore, the company holds a contract for constructing the manned Halo module, an integral component of NASA's Lunar Gateway project that we will discuss later in the video. The company has maintained a certain level of secrecy regarding the upcoming space station, which remains unnamed for now. However, what's known is that they plan to leverage the hardware they've previously engineered. Visual depictions reveal a straightforward space station design, notably featuring elements from the Halo module and the Cygnus Starship. Their initial module, designed to accommodate 4 astronauts, can be launched into orbit in a single mission and is projected to remain operational for 15 years. To sustain the project financially, Northrop aims to generate revenue through various avenues, including space tourism, scientific research, manufacturing, and securing contracts with NASA. Among the 3 grant recipients, nanoracks represents the most unconventional concept. Their idea revolves around an intriguing question. How can you maximize the space station's size within a single rocket launch? The answer they propose is quite innovative, by designing it to be inflatable. With this distinct approach, nanoracks are aiming to introduce their creation, named Starlab, as soon as 2028. Starlab envisions a space station boasting a remarkable 340 cubic meters of habitable and functional space. This compact, crude space station is composed of 3 modules, each serving a unique purpose. The first is a central segment equipped with an airlock and a docking port, facilitating connections and entry. Complementing this is the service module, adorned with solar panels to harness solar energy. Within this module, the life support system ensures the astronauts' well-being, while the rocket engine is responsible for maintaining the station's position in space and preventing it from descending to Earth. An essential addition to this part is a robotic arm, enhancing the station's capabilities. The third and final segment is where the company's innovative approach comes in. Upon reaching Earth's orbit, this section will expand by infusing air from high-pressure cylinders. This was the original idea, though. Recent images suggest that nanoracks has decided to ditch this inflatable module idea in favor of a fixed metal one. While there is tons of speculation on why this decision was made, no official announcement has followed. Inflatable or not, inside this module you'll discover living quarters, designated workspaces for up to 4 astronauts, and a dedicated laboratory area. While NASA only handed out 3 grants to the most serious contenders, there are several other companies that still have ambitions to put a space station into orbit, even if their designs may seem a bit unconventional. The term pie in the sky aligns quite fittingly with the Gateway Spaceport, a colossal disc-shaped starship encircling Earth. In a sense, it signifies a lofty, dreamy notion that might lack practicality or feasibility. This spacecraft's unique feature involves rotation, leading it to the creation of an artificial gravitational force, a concept that may ring a bell if you've seen the sci-fi classic 2001: A Space Odyssey. The central disk of the station, spanning 152 meters in diameter, is designated for business zones, crew quarters, and technical operations. In its center, there's a recess capable of accommodating 10 spacecraft for docking purposes. The adjacent ring is termed the Lunar Gravity Area, and houses a luxury hotel featuring Japanese gardens, a lively food court, an engaging casino, and performance stages for entertainment. The outermost ring will offer private apartments available for purchase or rental. Looking ahead, the Gateway Foundation maintains ambitious aspirations. Their funding strategy involves a lottery, with the prime prize being a journey to the Gateway. However, there's skepticism about whether this approach can generate the hundreds of billions required for such an extensive project. Taking a somewhat more pragmatic approach, Think Orbital has also put forward a space station concept called Orb-2. While there are practical aspects to discuss, the idea behind it is undeniably imaginative. The station's design involves launching a module using a single rocket, containing a configuration of 20 hexagons and 11 pentagons. These modules are arranged neatly, reminiscent of an IKEA package ready to be assembled. So all of you who struggle to put together IKEA furniture, maybe the station isn't for you. Once in orbit, a robotic arm takes charge of assembling all the individual pieces, fitting them together into a larger shape resembling a truncated icosahedron, a form often likened to a soccer ball. This arrangement gives the station a slight spherical curvature, with the translucent hexagonal segments forming the windows that serve as portholes. Within the station's interior, another robotic arm takes the lead in sealing the seams using an electron beam welding process. Following this crucial step, the process of preparing the living areas for use begins. However, despite its creative approach, NASA, which evaluated the design within its space station funding program, showed less enthusiasm. The concept of a space football garnered criticism due to identified shortcomings such as the absence of an escape vehicle and reliance on electron beam welding technology that is yet to be developed. Meanwhile, Axiom Space is taking a different approach for their space station, which will be tailored for space tourism and adventurers who appreciate the finer things in life. Artist renderings of the space station present a serene ambiance with soft yellow-hued walls, expansive video screens, and generous windows that unveil captivating vistas. An especially captivating feature is the viewing module that offers a mesmerizing glimpse into the vast expanse of the universe. While indulging in a 10-day sojourn within this unique environment, expect to invest approximately $55 million for the experience. The French-Italian enterprise Thales Alenia is diligently constructing the inaugural module for the station. This module is slated for attachment to the ISS's Harmony module as early as 2024. Harmony serves as a central hub where 3 other space laboratories are currently affixed. Following this integration, an additional 3 segments will be coupled with the initial module. By 2028, the entire assembly, inclusive of Harmony, will detach from the ISS, embarking on an independent trajectory as the world's first fully commercial space station. Axiom's aspirations extend beyond luxury tourism, encompassing plans to offer space for scientific research as well. Following the Russian invasion of Ukraine, a fabricated video emerged on the website of the Russian space agency Roscosmos. The video depicted a scenario where sections of the ISS that were constructed by Russia were deliberately disconnected. Cosmonauts were shown sealing the airlock before the remaining components of the ISS descended through the atmosphere, consumed by flames. While the Russians have since agreed to fulfill their obligations until 2024, they have set their sights on their own space station called ROS, an acronym for Russian Orbital Service Station. The plan involves repurposing the NEM-1 module, which is currently in the process of being constructed and was initially intended for the ISS. However, don't hold your breath just yet, as the feasibility of ROS coming into fruition is marked by substantial doubts. Almost no footage for the would-be space station exists, and the Russian economy confronts the challenges posed by sanctions, ongoing conflicts, and a space sector that has wrestled with issues such as subpar quality control, corruption, and insufficient investment for decades. On the other hand, an international collaboration between the space agencies of the US, Canada, Japan, and Europe have given birth to the only lunar orbiting space station under construction today. Bet Russia regrets its actions now. The Lunar Gateway plays a pivotal role in the Artemis program, a mission designed to take astronauts back to the moon, marking the first such journey since 1972. The station can host a crew of 4 astronauts who arrive using NASA's Orion capsule, establishing a base of operations in space. Comprising of 6 interconnected modules, the Lunar Gateway project encompasses modules at different stages of development. A critical module is the power and propulsion element, which houses a rocket engine, communication gear, and solar panels to fuel the station. Attached to the power and propulsion element is the Habitation and Logistics Outpost, or HALO, constructed by Northrop Grumman in the United States. HALO is equipped with facilities to accommodate the crew's needs. Additionally, the European Space Agency, or ESA, and Japan are collaborating on an extra manned module, IHAB, set to be connected later. IHAB boasts amenities like a kitchen, restroom, sports equipment, sleeping quarters, and storage space. Perhaps the most intriguing component of the station will be Canadarm3, a robotic arm currently in development in Canada. This advanced robotic system is characterized by a high degree of autonomy, relying on state-of-the-art software to execute various tasks in the lunar vicinity, all without requiring direct human intervention. Lastly, there's the innovative venture called VAST, aiming to establish the inaugural commercial space station. This visionary startup has unveiled a groundbreaking plan to collaborate with SpaceX, their launch partner, to send their first space station into orbit. SpaceX's Dragon crew capsule is slated to transport the station's initial human occupants shortly thereafter. VAST's ambitious objective revolves around crafting a modular artificial space station, Haven 1. This unique space habitat seeks to generate artificial gravity through rotational velocity, creating a gravity-like environment for its inhabitants. Haven 1's size is tailored to allow it to hitch a ride atop SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket, and its layout is geared to house a crew of up to 4 individuals simultaneously. It will present opportunities for scientific endeavors, research initiatives, and even in-space manufacturing ventures, all accessible during stays lasting up to 30 days in orbit. The station ensures power supply, round-the-clock connectivity facilitated by onboard Wi-Fi, and the necessary consumables required to support the crew's needs throughout their stay. Once it finally retires, the International Space Station will have left behind a legacy of unparalleled progress for humanity. It will be interesting to see which of these ambitious ideas comes to fruition, and if it will be able to fill the void that will be left behind by the ISS. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to click the subscribe button below this video as we continue to unravel the future of space exploration.